Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Encharge person on Gravity form submission. So let's suppose I'm running a real estate agency and I'm collecting all my potential leads with the help of Gravity forms. I want that whenever someone submits the form, it should be created as a person in my Encharge account. I completely want to automate this process, and to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Gravity forms and Encharge. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take Gravity forms from where I will receive new form submission, and this complete workflow here will get triggered. And then in my action application, I am going to take Encharge, where the person will be created as soon as the new form will be received. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Encharge person on Gravity form submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Gravity forms and Encharge with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. But if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and first I need to provide the workflow name and then select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So first let's name this workflow as Create or update Encharge person on Gravity form submission. Now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create or update Encharge person on Gravity form submission, which means whenever a form submission will be made, a person will be created in my Encharge account automatically, which means whenever a Gravity form submission will be made, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever Gravity form submission happens, an action says do this. So then create or update Encharge person. So over here in my trigger application, I am going to take Gravity forms, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new response. Now I need to build connection between Gravity forms and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Gravity forms with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk given below over here, I will make this connection, and to make this connection, let me take you to my Gravity forms. So over here, this is the dashboard of WordPress, and as Gravity form is a plugin of WordPress, I have already installed that over here. So from over here, I need to go to the forms, and then I'll click on this forms. Now this is the form that I'm going to use by the name advanced contact form. So this is my form. I have my first name, last name, then the address, email address. Now over here I can see this settings option on the top, so I will scroll down and then I can see this webhooks. So I will open this, and then I am going to click on this add new. So over here I first need to provide the webhook name. So I am going to keep the name as, let's say, testing, and then I have to enter the webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow in this request URL field. So I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. Now the request method is post and the request format is JSON. Now I simply have to click on the save settings. Over here I have successfully saved the settings. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see waiting for the webhook response. Under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. This means so as to get the webhook response over here I need to do a test submission, for which I am going to fill a form in my Gravity forms, and for that I am going to click on this preview. So this was my form by the name advanced contact form, and it has all these fields. So let's say my first name is, so here I have entered my first name as new, last name as user. I have entered my address Old Street, Bhopal, and then I have entered the zip code. I have entered my email address as new12345@pabblytudes.com, and then I have added my phone number in the comments. You can also add the phone number field in this form, but as I don't have the field of phone number, for now I simply added my phone number in this comment field. And now I'm going to click on this submit after entering all these details. So I have successfully submitted my form. Now this detail should be captured and received in my Pabbly Connect. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see I have instantly received the response. Here this was my comment, which was I added my phone number there. Then I have received my email address as new12345@pabblytudes.com. My address was Old Street, the name was new user, and then the city was Bhopal. Now I have successfully received my response from Gravity Forms in my Pabbly Connect. This shows that the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Gravity Forms and Pabbly Connect is successful. And now whenever someone will submit the form, I will start receiving the response over here in my Pabbly Connect. Now moving on to the next step, I want that whenever I receive new form submission from Gravity Forms, I should create that as a person in my Encharge account. So here in my action application, I am going to choose my action application as Encharge. And then in my action event, I want to add and update the person. So I'm going to select the event as that. Now I'm going to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this connect with Encharge. Over here I have already logged in my Encharge account, and that's why it's just asking me for the permission, for which I need to click on this allow, and it is always advisable to keep your accounts logged in for the very easy authorization, and here authorization successful. So Encharge is connected with Pabbly Connect and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is I have to enter the email address, and I am not going to enter this manually. Instead, I am going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter data from my previous response. So here I have received the response from Gravity Forms, and when I click on this email, I can see this Gravity Forms, and when I click on this, I can see all the responses that I have received from there. Over here I will click on this email new12345@pabblytudes.com and I will enter that. Then I will follow the same process to enter the first name. So the first name was new, and then I will follow the same process to enter the last name. So the last name was user. I will follow the same process to enter the name, which was new user. And then as I have not received any response for any of these fields, I am going to leave this blank for now. But if you have received response, you can enter following the same process. Now over here I have received the response for the phone number. As I have added my comments as a phone number, I have received the response, so I will enter that. I will enter the comment as my phone number over here for now, and then I have also received the address. So the address was Old Street. Now I do not want to enter the country. My city is Bhopal, so I will enter the city as Bhopal, and then in my postal code I will enter the zip code. So this is the zip code. Now as all these fields are not required one and I have not received the response, so I am going to skip this. And then over here mapping is important, so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all these details, I simply have to scroll down and then click on this save and send test request. And here I have successfully received my response. Now I need to open my Encharge account and check whether this person has been created there or not. So this is the app dashboard, and on the top I can see all these options. Here I will click on this people and then open this, and let's refresh this page once. And here we have successfully created this person, new12345@pabblitudes.com. Here are the rest of the details. The phone number is this, address is this, city is Bhopal, postal code is this, email was new12345@pabblitudes.com, and I have also received the created date. Now, so as to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open my advanced contact form again and fill some other form with some other details. So here let's say my name this time is latest. So here my name is latest, my last name is user, my address is new street, my city is Indore, zip code is this, my email address is latest@pabblitudes.com, and then this is my phone number. Now I'm going to click on this submit. And as soon as I've submitted my form, this latest should be created as a person in my Encharge account. So let's open my Encharge account. And then let's refresh this page once. And here I have created this latest user as a person in my Encharge account. Let's open this. So the email address was latest@pabblitudes.com. The first name is latest, last name is user. And then the phone number was this. Address this time was new state. City was Indore. And then the region is Madhya Pradesh. I have entered my postal code as this one. So we have successfully created this lead as a person in my Encharge account again. So now to summarize, we took Gravity Forms as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a form and received the response in my Pabbly Connect, after which we moved to the next step where we wanted to create person in Encharge account. So we took action application as Encharge, where we selected our event as that we want to create the person. We entered all these details with the help of mapping. Simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this person being created in my Encharge account. So we have successfully created automation between Gravity Forms and Encharge with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.